The sweater is on, which means summer is gone. Now that the temperatures are actually starting to cool down, I just wanted to do like one last round in the summer garden. Like, let's do a last hurrah while it's peaking and beautiful. And oh, I'm so proud of myself. You see a little peak. So we'll start over here with um, our sunflowers. The wind is going, the construction is going. Bear with me. We're going to start over here with our sunflowers here that I'm so proud of. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're just about to flower. So we are in the midst of getting flowers from them. But you know what I'm really impressed about is my neighbor's stinging nettle. It wasn't it wasn't intentional. This is just a weed that just is growing to its full potential. I could cut it, they could cut it. We cut all the rest of them. We're going to let that one rock. I think we're all in agreement. We're going to let that one rock. But now we get to my beautiful flower patch. These were grown from seed, and now I get butterflies and bees every day. And it just makes me feel so good to sit here and watch this. Like, I would say this is my proudest project if my proudest project wasn't right next to it, which is my corn. Look at this guy. It's a guy because he only has seeds right now. I haven't seen the silks. And I'm just, I've never seen a corn's life span, and I'm in love. And I only grew little one just to see if I could do it. And we're doing it. So I'm excited to see what happens with him and his little slates. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're getting to my challenge, my problem child, actually, with my wildflower patch. Like, I really thought that now I do have things like this growing, which I learned today is a sulfur Cosmo. I absolutely was entranced. I love this flower for some reason, but I thought I was gonna make all of this a wildflower patch. And the weeds, what are weeds? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's a lot of burdock and mullein and all the things. That burdock is real prolific. And then it gets to the end, child, and it's just weeds. But I got a plan next year. I got a plan. You know, my little pride and joys, my garden beds. Oh my gosh. Okay. What do we start with? Our yarrow here, which is, okay, let me get down for you. Our yarrow here is growing so well. So freaking well. Look at that. Look at this. Beautiful flowers. Beautiful girl. I hope it comes back next year. I really, really do. And also, something that has been just raving was the marigolds. Out of nowhere, these guys have championed. Look at this box. It has taken over the whole box. This is one marigold. And I mean, I'm proud of it though. I'm not complaining, but we're gonna have to do some moving and grooving for those for next season. Um, After here is a late bloomer. We got some late bloomers in these boxes, and I don't know what to do with them. But we have a beautiful, I want to say spaghetti squash plant. I'm pretty sure it's a spaghetti squash, and I don't know what to do. It's alive, but it's cold outside, so I don't know if it's gonna do anything at all. We're just gonna let it do what it's doing, hope for the best, and see what happens from there. Because, and that's kind of this whole theme. Now there is some things I'm gonna pull very soon, but there's things like my potato plants, who I did knock it over and then put them all back in, and I'm just like, I'm gonna see what you do, and they are doing okay, right? Like, they're not doing bad. That or the nasturtium is not doing bad at all. Like, look at how big this is. This is on the ground. This is an on the ground marigold on one stalk. This is one marigold. I can't get over it. Anyway, then we have, I'm just rapid firing right here because I just want to see everything and show everything, and I don't want to keep you too long. And it's kind of cold and it's windy, so I'm trying to go inside. But then we have our excuse me, B. Our bell pepper plant here. This is the OG. This is the first plant I bought in the store as a plant. I up potted him. He's trying to give me fruit again, but again, it is cold. And he's like, he has a marigold in his pot. And a wood sorrel growing here, which is amazing, but it's trying to fruit and it's trying its best to fruit on me, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm gonna let it rock, but if it gets any colder, I'm just gonna chop it anyway. So that's the new theme. That's gonna be one of the next videos coming up, is chopping all this out, because woo, this cucumber plant, I started chopping it when it got this tall, but this cucumber plant, look at this plant. It has seen better days, but it's tired. It's tired. This thing has been going all summer long. This boy is tired and amazing and strong and beautiful. I love this plant, and you know, it still has two little last fruits. There is one, they're like, the fruits are two different colors, and I don't remember seeing that on the other ones. But maybe I just missed that step because I was out of town a lot this summer. So whatever it's doing it, and it's doing as well. It is slowed, like the growing, I have noticed, has slowed a lot now that the temperatures dropped. So pray for him. Also, my tomato plant, because look at him. Look at this tomato plant. Oh my God. I can't even describe how proud I am of this tomato plant. Look at that. Look at this, guys. He's just been growing, but I only took off one fruit. But they're not fully ripe yet, and it's cold. The last thing in the box is another late bloomer, which is this other squash plant. I don't know what it is about these like vine and gore plants with me. I call them the creepy crawlers. But these crawling plants, he got flowers and everything. What am I going to do with him? I don't know at this point. Good luck to him, you know. But I'm proud. I'm proud of my garden beds. I'm proud of where they've come. I'm proud where they are, and I'm ready to put in my cold weather plants here soon. If the weather's going to be this mild, let me put in my mild plants, right? My mild weather plants. And the other people who have been thriving is my little shade spot. My little shade buddies are doing amazing. And it's, I love this space. Like, we put in some more columbines over here. And some of them are still flowering. We also cut the bushes down just to keep it a little more shapely. Like, I do like the wild look, but a tamed wild look, right? That's what we're going for. And so we got some more bleeding hearts, some more columbines, and everything's growing great. Everything's doing wonderful. What's doing the best are the ferns that we were very worried about. We were very worried about these ferns, and these babies are like, who you worried about? Don't worry about me. These babies are like vibrant, beautiful. They had a great summer. I will say that. These ferns had a hot, wet, rainy, humid summer, and they loved it, and they deserve it. They deserve it. I'm really proud of them. And in contrast to all this beauty is like one of my, I wouldn't even say the weed side of it, where the wildflowers was a failure, because there is some little flowers coming in, and it's still full and beautiful, right? Not over here. Over here was my struggle bus. Like, and I put so much effort over here too. Like, this is where the gladioluses were supposed to be. No. This is where some flowers. No, none of that happened. None of that's gonna happen. Like, we got a new plan for next year, but it's just too woody. Like, the trees dropped too much stuff. The neighbors were doing construction, so a lot of crap got falling on stuff. This is the traffic station for the squirrels and the bunnies from this hole over here in the garage. It wasn't gonna do it. It wasn't gonna work, and it didn't. And I'm okay with that because it redeemed itself with my beautiful clover lawn. The yard isn't cut right now, and these clovers are so cute. A definite bonus, because I definitely forgot, is my lavender plant. That she needs a trim, yeah, but don't we all? So she's still beautiful. Her and my basil. Now this basil is really special to me because it's a second generation basil from seeds. My best friend, who is an herbalist, a mother, a gem. Oh, I love her so much. Anyway, me and her planted our first time together basil from her seeds.
And she taught me how to like plant seeds. I'm gonna get emotional because I love her so much. And so I planted that basil flowered. I planted that basil, and that basil flowered. And now we have this basil that we're waiting to flower, and we will continue on. And it grows so good.
We call it grandmother basil right now. I don't know how many generations we're gonna get out of it, but we gonna dance. If I can say that I get my basil from the same family, listen, I gotta go.